MMA Boxing Talk here. Korean Zombie gets the job done in the first round against Frankie Edgar. Unbelievable. Um, wow, what a dominant performance by the Korean Zombie. I had Korean Zombie winning by finish, but not till the third round. I figured he'd have to wear Frankie down a little bit. Um, the way it went on the feet is kind of how I saw it going, but like I said, a little later on, not in the first minute or two. I think it ended at I think 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the fight, but it was only about a minute into the fight when Korean Zombie had Frankie in all sorts of trouble. Man, that was tough to watch. To see Frankie get a prolonged beating like that. I mean, it lasted for about 2.5 minutes. Just absolute domination. It's boxing and MMA are sports that the young prey on the weak. And I know Korean Zombie's 32, but he's right in his prime. Um, he's going like this. He's only getting better. And I really had I wasn't the only. Most people were picking Korean Zombie to win as well, but I just knew, when Frankie got in close with the striking, it was going to be a bad situation for Frankie, and Korean Zombie proved that to be true. What's next for him? I mean, shit. A title shot is early, it's but to beat Moicano and Frankie and to stop them both in the first round, I mean, I would have no problem with Korean Zombie getting the title shot. Fresh matchup against Volkanovski, that'd be really interesting. And he did call out Volkanovski in the post fight. At the same time, if Max Holloway gets an immediate rematch, that's okay too. But if Korean Zombie doesn't get the rematch or the title shot, I don't know. That Brian Ortega fight was really a fight I was looking forward to. I know Brian Ortega has an injury; he's gonna be out a little while, I think, though. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe a title eliminator against Zabit, or have him fight a year in a rematch. Who knows what's gonna happen? But Korean Zombie, what a fan favorite, living up to his mystique and his skill and his domination. He really lived up to all the predictions that were, people were predicting him going into this fight, and so was I. And amazing. Hats off to Korean Zombie. What a fighter. What a dangerous dude on the feet and on the ground. We saw Frankie look totally helpless on the ground, and I don't know exactly how the saying goes, but something to the extent of, you hit a black belt in the head enough times, he turns into a white belt, and we saw that. So it is what it is. Also, Choi lost tonight against Charles Jourdain. That was a crazy fight. The first round, Choi was really putting it on Jourdain, and then in the second round, he turned the tables. The tide started changing, and then at the last 5-10 seconds of the fight, if that, Jourdain got Korean Zombie or Korean Superboy out of there, which is a real shame, because he hasn't fought in about 2 years. I think he had lost his two before that, so he's on a 3-fight losing streak. And the only reason why he got the fight was because it was in South Korea, because he can't leave. He's under military service. Same thing would happen with Zombie years ago. That's why he was out for 3.5 years. I think it's a 4-year thing, maybe 3.5 or whatever. But Korean Zombie, they said he's still under military service for another 2 years. So we might not see him again until he's like 30 years old or whatever. So, but that was a crazy fight. And the co-main event, I still haven't got to see yet. It was Latifi won, I think, a close decision against Rakic. So I'll have to check that out. But let me know what you guys think of the knockout by Korean Zombie. Sucks to see a legend like Frankie get a beating like that, but it's a vicious sport, and I don't know if he would have beaten his opponent he was supposed to fight at 135. Can't think of his name. He's number 3 in the world. Really good fighter, tall, lanky guy. It's just slipping my mind. But anyway, I think he would have had a better chance against that opponent at bantamweight. It would have been a more favorable matchup in the sense that this guy doesn't have a whole lot of finishing knockout power, where Zombie's very dangerous on the feet. But, Frankie, we've never seen him fight at 135, so it's all speculation. But let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one. Peace.